You've been praying, waiting, crying out to God for an answer, but heaven feels silent. Is He ignoring you, or is something deeper going on? The truth is, God's silence is never without purpose, and what you're going through might be the exact preparation needed for the breakthrough you've been asking for. Here's what most people never realize. Before God releases the blessing, He tests your heart, not to punish you, but to prove what you're ready for. Look at Joseph. He had the promise, the dream. But before he ever sat in the palace, he was thrown into a pit, sold as a slave, locked in prison. None of it looked like favor, but all of it was preparation. God wasn't ignoring Joseph. He was promoting him in disguise. The same might be happening to you. What feels like delay is actually divine alignment. Psalm 105 says, "Until the time came to fulfill his dreams, the Lord tested Joseph's character." So if it feels like God is silent, maybe He's watching how you respond in the silence. Because how you handle the test reveals if you're ready for the blessing. Sometimes it's not the prayer that needs to change, it's the heart behind it. James 4:3 says, "You ask and do not receive because you ask with wrong motives." God hears the words, but He also sees the why. Are we asking for healing to glorify Him? Or just to feel better? Do we want promotion to serve others, or just to be seen? God won't give us something that will grow our pride faster than our purpose. The delay you're feeling, it might be God protecting you from your own desires, because unanswered prayers often reveal what still needs to be purified. What if God's silence isn't Him shutting the door, but calling you deeper? Not deeper into the outcome, but into Him. When the answer doesn't come, you start asking bigger questions, not when will it happen, but God, are you still with me? That's when something shifts. You stop chasing results and start craving relationship. Deuteronomy 8:3 says, "He let you hunger to teach you that man doesn't live by bread alone, but by every word from the mouth of the Lord." In other words, God let the silence stretch you, not to punish, but to purify what you're really hungry for. Because when you want His voice more than His hand, that's when your prayer becomes powerful. Everyone wants the blessing, but not everyone is built to carry it. That's why God uses delay as a training ground. James 1 says, "When your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. And when endurance is fully developed, you'll be perfect and complete, needing nothing." The wait isn't just about what's coming, it's about what's being built inside you. Strength, patience, perspective, things no one sees. But God does, because He's not just preparing the blessing for you, He's preparing you for the blessing. If God's taken His time, it's because He's building something big. Moses waited 40 years. David was anointed, then waited years to be king. Even Jesus waited 30 years before stepping into ministry. Why? Because divine assignments require divine timing. Rushing the process ruins the purpose. Isaiah 60:22 says, "At the right time, I, the Lord, will make it happen." So if you feel delayed, don't panic. You're not being overlooked. You're being prepared. Because great callings come with great refinement. Maybe God hasn't answered your prayer because He's answering a deeper one you didn't even know you prayed. Not God, give me what I want, but God, make me who I need to be. So the silence you're in right now might just be the sound of God shaping your destiny. The question is, will you wait well, or will you walk away too soon?